Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video we have some pretty bad news to get into, but we also have some really good news to get into, and we also have a Switch 2 leak that I think confirms a pretty cool feature. So let's just go and get right into the video. So the day that you're watching this video is probably another day that Nintendo has not revealed or announced the Switch 2. Even though that does suck, we have a very cool leak to go over today that I think confirms a feature that I thought was going to happen, but yeah, I just said it confirms it, so it confirms it. So before we get started, if you could hit like and subscribe, it would truly mean the world to me, and let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So to start off, a game that really surprised me this year was Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. And I would label myself a Prince of Persia fan. I can't remember which one was on GameCube. Whatever Prince of Persia game was on the GameCube, I absolutely loved it. So anytime there's any mention of a new Prince of Persia game, I'm always pretty intrigued. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown surprised the hell out of me. Like, I've never been the biggest Metroidvania fan, but once I played Hollow Knight, I really started getting into the genre more, so I decided to take a chance on Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and it really seemed like the game was like universally loved. I even heard a rumor somewhere that I don't even think is a rumor, like I think they just came out and said it, that the Nintendo Switch version was the first version of the game they made, and then they ported that version over and then tweaked some stuff, so the Nintendo Switch version of the game actually ran the best somehow. So how did this game do? And what about the future of it? Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown team reportedly disbanded by Ubisoft. That's right, if you ever see a Ubisoft headline, it's 99% of the time never for anything good. The Ubisoft Montpellier? I don't know, kinda looks French. Team behind the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown has reportedly been disbanded after unsuccessfully pitching a sequel and some other ideas. This turn of events suggests that the game did not sell well enough. So this section of Ubisoft was originally founded in 1994. So a French journalist and YouTuber was the first person to report this, so maybe I was right. And Ubisoft Montpellier, whatever the hell it's called, is French. But no real numbers have came out. But allegedly it sold 300,000 copies in the first 2 weeks. And I mean, how much did you want this game realistically to sell? Metroidvanias do not sell that much. Even the best of the best might sell a few million copies. I think Hollow Knight sold 3 million copies, and it took multiple years to get there. So really, what the hell were they expecting when they made this game? Not only did this section of Ubisoft make the Prince of Persia game, I believe they're also responsible for the Rayman games. So the future of that's kind of up in the air as well. I mean, is anybody really surprised? So, Immortals Fenyx Rising, I don't know the sales numbers on. One of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. And there was allegedly a sequel in development. And Ubisoft came out, I believe, at the end of last year, maybe at the Game of the Year Awards, and said that they are canceling that sequel. I don't know. This news kind of sucks. But even though that news sucks, let's get into some absolute amazing news. One of the most prominent people, legendary people, and just amazing people in all of gaming and game development and just in the gaming universe entirely came out and made kind of a surprise announcement, and I don't even know how to build up to it. Let's just check it out. Super Smash Bros. Creator teases development on new game project. So if you don't know, Sakurai, you know, like Super Smash Bros. Sakurai, has an amazing YouTube channel. Crazy fact about that, I think they put out a statement that they spent a few $100,000 making YouTube videos, and they're pre-recorded videos for like 2 years, and they don't monetize their videos at all. He looks at it like volunteer work for the future of gaming. What a stand-up guy. But he makes really cool announcements all the time over on his YouTube channel. Recently, Sakurai announced that he was finishing his YouTube series, giving him more time to work on his next video game. He revealed that he wrote a proposal for this mystery project while he was still working on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate back in 2021, though it would still take some time to put together a development team to bring his vision to life. Hence, Sakurai was able to start his YouTube channel with all 260 episodes recorded in advance. He still can't give any details about what his post-Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game is, though he assures fans that a more concrete announcement should be coming soon, provided he and his team are able to get it made. I'm thinking definitely a Switch 2 game, and I think that game might get maybe just a name or something at the Switch 2 announcement or Switch 2 reveal. They'll probably show off like Mario and this and that, and then a brand new IP. And I really think that's what it is. Some are assuming a new Super Smash Bros. Game or Kirby game or Kid Icarus game. And while I do think all of those things will probably show up on the Switch too, I really do think it's probably going to be a new IP. So only time will tell, but man, coming from that crappy Ubisoft announcement to this announcement, it's like a night and day difference. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into a Switch 2 leak. We have seen a bunch of leaks about what this console will actually look like, but a theory that has been going around is Nintendo has slowly been showing us details about this actual console, and they've been doing that in some gameplay, like Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. The theory is they're showing us the actual color scheme for the buttons. And what is that color scheme? Well, it's the Super Famicom buttons, right? The red, yellow, blue, and green, I believe. We have seen some leaks recently saying it's going to be a black console with white Joy-Cons. If it's a black console with white Joy-Cons and it has that button color palette, oh my god, it's going to be amazing. So now let's get into the leak. Recently, we've had this massive Pokemon leak, and there's things coming out every single day in that leak. We're going to go over a picture today that I found online, but I actually want to give credit to the person who I think first found it. I could be wrong, but there's another YouTuber who does stuff similar to what I do and a bunch of other people do, and their name is Andre's Restart, I believe. Very amazing channel, go check them out. That's not how I found this information, but I do think they were the original source of that, so I do like giving credit wherever it's due. So here's the actual picture right here, and as you can see, there's some major stuff blurred out, and I believe this is for a future Pokemon game. So a couple things to keep in mind here. We've talked about a black console with white Joy-Cons. This Joy-Con is white right here. And then it's pointing to the actual buttons. These buttons right here are in fact colored the way that we would expect them to be if they're going to be looking like the Super Famicom controller. And then right here, I think it's probably just confirming the same thing. As you can see, ZL and then the face buttons right here. I believe this actually might be for that Pokemon game that's going to have like some Splatoon aspects to it. Codename Synapse or Codename Rodeo or something like that. I don't really give a shit about the Pokemon game. I'm just being honest. These buttons right here though, these buttons are doing it for me. Because like I said, we had Mario RPG, then we had Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Those games had this color scheme. Seeing this right here kind of confirms two things. It kind of makes me think we are going to get white Joy-Cons and colored buttons like this. And I really think it's going to look so damn beautiful. There might actually be a 3DS that had that color scheme. Maybe a new 3DS. I think that's what it is. A new 3DS that had the same color scheme, but I could be wrong. I'm absolutely going to love it if that's really what this console is going to look like. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? I would really love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. October, man, we've got about a week left in this month and still no Switch 2 announcement. I don't know. I really was betting everything that it would be in October because I just don't think it makes sense for November or December. But what the hell do I know, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking down below. As always, if you've made it this far, follow your boy on Instagram because I would really appreciate that. And you guys know me, I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.